beauties, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I am so excited to have you. I'm Girl Beats World, and today I'm going to give you a few tips on the different 2020 trends that are happening right now, all inspired through Teen Vogue's 2020 magazine cover shoot with the one and only Issa Rae. So if you want to learn about what trends are happening, how to pull off these different natural looks that you see all the celebrities watching, make sure to stay tuned. And also turn on that little notification bell, hit that subscribe button, and make sure to like and comment if you enjoy this video. Now, let's not waste any more time. Let's get started. So jumping right into this, I am going to use my NARS, and I'm using this product on a buffer brush, and that's what that looks like, because I really want it to be nice and natural and smooth. So I'm actually going to be it's full coverage, and it gives you this like really soft and dewy look, and you don't want to put too much. So I'm gonna start really light, and then we'll build on it if we need to. Oh yeah, that's exactly the type of look I'm looking for with this. So nothing too dramatic. The beauty about this entire look in 2020s is we're taking it back to the 90s. You know, like the 90s was all about natural glam and, you know, not like, it's just that really natural beauty. Use my MAC concealer. It is my absolute favorite. It's a Pro Longwear concealer, and it's super easy. It does have a squeeze off top, as you can see. And this is how much I'm using. Like, if I need a little bit more, I'll squeeze a little bit more, but it's all about that like old school Monica, that Aaliyah vibe. Like, they didn't go crazy or heavy, and that's what these 2020 trends are all about. It's just like beautiful natural glam, and Issa challenged that so well in her shoot, and her makeup artist did just like a phenomenal job with that. Next, we're using the Huda Beauty Tantour line, and what you want to do with this, because we're moving away from the super dark over the top concealer for sculpting, and you're just going to use just a little bit, like just enough to give you a little bit of the shape that you want. And then we're gonna go and use the blush to really drive it home. Now that I've done just the lightest contour, it's already looking very similar to Issa's shoot. The next thing that we're going to do now is we're going to add just a little bit of powder all throughout the face to make sure that everything's set and looking nice before we add our blush on top. So we're going to use my favorite, as you guys know, the Too Faced, and we're going to add it on with my Blendiful brush, which I always say brush, with my Blendiful sponge, which I am obsessed with, and you guys know how obsessed I am with it, so I'm not even gonna say anything else about it. Just click that link that came up above my head and check out this review. It's just so easy because it takes on so many things, like, and I just get through my foundation routine because it covers so much real estate. Next, I'm using my benign powder. It is just a simple banana powder that I use on the T-zone of my face. And again, because Blendiful is a sponge that you can use on all parts of your face, I'm just going to apply that everywhere. Not everywhere. I'm just gonna apply that to my T-zone. Now that we've got our most of our foundation routine done, we are going to use some blush. This is a MAC Cosmetics blush. Its title has been erased, so I can't see it. But here's the thing about the blush. The blush is the star of the show. I have been seeing a lot of liquid blushes that have been coming into play because they just give you just that drama that you want. And so I definitely plan on bringing that in. You want to, instead of using that old school fashion, you want to use the blush to also help shape your face the way that the contour before used to. So just have it follow that shape of your face, and it will give you that definition that you want, and it'll give you that shine that you want. So the 90s was about rosy cheeks, clear skin, clear soft looking skin, minimal but impactful. We're also going to, which is a little different, add a little blush to the bridge of our nose. Nothing too dramatic, but just the bridge a little bit, and I think we've got it. Just follow the natural sculpt of your face. Last week I did a tutorial on TikTok hacks, and wetting a blending sponge and doing your highlight with that just gives you so much drama. So I said in the video I probably wouldn't wet it the way that I did, as dramatically as I did. But you do want, I love a highlight. I don't plan on letting that go, 90s or not. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of shimmer. I don't need it to be crazy dramatic all around. And I'm using my Fenty Sinnamon for this piece. Just my little stick, and I'm just rubbing it on top. Springtime, I love it. Okay, so we're all done with the face. Look how quick that was. Let's get into some eyeshadow fun. We're going to jump right into the eyeshadow, and I am using my, ooh, that looks so cool. I'm using my Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette, and with this palette, you'll see there are some awesome colors here, and we're going to be focused mostly today using Madagascar and Sheba. Super simple, super to the point. We may get a little dramatic with a little Kenya, but we're gonna try to stick in this little range here because, like I said, Issa was giving us natural 90s glam with a little pop of 2020. So we'll talk about what that means in just a second. So first, going in with this Madagascar color, we're going to take an angled blending brush, and we're going to just rub it in, tap off any excess. And I'm gonna go from this inner corner out. And it's a really light color. You don't need anything too crazy. And I think I may have gone a little too light. So I am going to use a little bit of the Kenya. There we go. Yeah, that gives me the definition that I need to look like hers. If you notice, when she's in the picture, she really gets this inner top corner of the eye to give her the depth that she that the artist was looking for. And I'm bringing it down a little bit on my nose just so it looks like it all flows through. Now that I've completed that, I'm going in with the Sheba color, and it's actually not as sheer as I would hope, so I'm not going to use a lot, and we're going to just tap it in to place. Like, you want it to look like your skin almost. Yeah. I'm gonna blend a little Madagascar and pack that on top so that way it all blends a little bit better than what it currently is right now. So just allowing you to get in and see this. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm going to blend that out one more time, but this time I'm going to add just a little bit of this Morocco color on the inner corner as well, just to give it a little more definition and somewhat more of a springtime look. Yes, that's what I wanted. Not too much, just right there in that inner corner. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Look how natural that looks. Your girl is pleased. Your girl is pleased. We've gotten our eyeshadow on. It is just that easy. We're going to use a little Zuri mixed with Madagascar in our brow bone. And she didn't have a lot of this mixed together, so I don't want it to have too much shine or anything, but you always want to put a little shadow on your brow bone to help cover up that concealer so you don't have a halo effect from when you do your eyebrows at the beginning. I did my eyebrows off camera, but you get the gist of it. So just a little bit through to make sure everything blends together, especially if you're like me who has outgrown eyebrows and you're trying to make everything look copacetic. Okay, so that is it for the eyeshadow. It's just that easy. Now we get into the somewhat scary part, which is the eyeliner. In Issa's picture, you'll see that she used just like a little bit of green in this like corner. We're going to add a little more oomph. The liquid colored liners are everywhere right now. I know you guys have seen them all over Instagram. So I want to show you how we can do this look, but make it even more editorial than it already was. So instead of just doing that little pop in the inner corner, I am going to do a double line for the first time in my life. So if it fails, I'm really sorry. And allow you guys to see it in real time. Here we go. This is just a simple liquid liner from Ulta Beauty, and it was really affordable. I used it for when my girls and I went to Carnival. And while you do this, you're just going to pull that liner out, and you don't want to be shy with it. Like, we're gonna make it pretty dramatic because we are gonna go back through with our black liquid liner to add that extra drama. I'm loving it already. And if you watched Glow Up, which is on Netflix, it's a makeup competition show. Honestly, I feel like it may be the first of its kind that I've ever seen, but you know, I can't say that for sure. Well, I could say for sure it's the first I've ever seen. And yeah, it's a really cool show, and that's when I really first started to see these like colored lines everywhere. And then I started paying attention on Instagram, and I was like, wow, this is on trend. This is very new, very poppin'. And so I was like, I've got to try it. I've done the pop of color underneath the eye, but not really on the top of it. So this is a little old, so it's giving me a little bit of trouble. So bear with me, guys. Oh, there we go. So we're going to take it all the way up and then pull it down and fill it in. Okay, now, so like I said, in Issa's editorial, she just did kind of like a little wing. She didn't even go all the way to the inner corner of her eye. By all means, you can do that, but I did want to give you guys just a little extra drama because you came all the way to my channel. Why not? Why not give you guys a little extra glam, you know? So now I am using my Anastasia by Beverly Hills liquid liner, and we're going to just go underneath as thinly as possible and add a wing line to our wing line. I think I should have given this some time to dry, but here we are. Okay, I think I got it. Now I'm going to finish the other eye and slap on some lashes, and then I'll be right back to show you what lip goes with this to complete the look. Okay, I have gotten both of my eyes done, and I've got my lashes on. I did want to go back into my Juvia's palette and just put a little light shade of Sheba underneath, just to make sure everything's blended out together underneath. So I'm just going to use an angled brush. You can use any eyeshadow brush that you have, and it's nothing too dramatic, but I got a little dark with my mascara, so I wanted to make sure I showed you guys that this is a simple trick you can do if you're looking to do a natural look, and it's and you get a little crazy with the mascara. So you just rub it in a little bit underneath both eyes and voila, you're done. No time at all. Okay, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's do lips. So I'm using my Shayla by Colourpop pencil. You guys know how much I love this. It's a brown color, and in the shoot, you'll see Issa is using, her lips are lined with like a deep brown, and she is like me, she has darker lips, so it makes sense. It's our, what I call dark skin girl nude. I think it'll look fine no matter what color lips you have. If you have more pink lips or etc., I think it'll be fine. And I want it to be a little darker than it's showing up now. So I'm using Whatever by Colored Rain, and I'm just going to outline I still want that little pink in the middle of my lips, so just like that outer corner of my lips, I'm gonna line that way as I disrupt everything I just said. So a little bit like that, line that up beautifully, nice and natural. Give it a little second to dry. And then her lips were nice and glossy and beautiful. I'm going to use this Express lip gloss. I got it quite some time ago, so I don't even know if it still sells, but I think since it's got that little brown, it'll be perfect to go on top of this nude brown lip. So that is it, girlies. I hope you enjoyed my version of Teen Vogue's Issa Rae cover. And if you can't wait for Insecure and you're so excited to watch it, please leave a comment below and let me know what some of your favorite Insecure HBO moments are. Until I see you next time, bye, girlies.